good deed turns deadly after a 27-year-old Teacher of the Year is shot giving someone a ride.
This case is about how a man's generosity would ultimately be the death of him. I'm going to take a deep dive into the life of Fred McRae Jr., and I will discuss the circumstances leading up to his death, as well as the motive behind his murder. Fred McRae Jr. was born on December 30th, 1991. He was an educator who taught technology foundations and also served as assistant test coordinator at Morgantown Middle School in Natchez, Mississippi. McRae also had 2 bachelor degrees and 2 master's degrees, one in biblical psychology and one in organization leadership. And he was in the process of starting on his doctorate before his tragic demise. On June 22, 2019, McRae had attended a Mardi Gras crew fundraiser in Faraday with his younger sister. He later drove her home to their mom's home in Clayton around 1 a.m. on June 23, 2019, and then drove to Natchez before texting his mom at 3:30 a.m. that he was on his way home, but he never arrived. Because McRae never turned up home, his mom, Carol Williams, and family searched and reported him missing. Through the help of a family tracker app, they were able to recover McRae's cell on June 23, 2019 at 7:50 p.m. at the corner of Highway 15 and Highway 3232. After looking through the phone, Concordia Parish Sheriff's Office investigators determined that there were recent notifications that were sent to McRae, alerting him about fraudulent purchases made on his account at Walmart in Natchez. After reviewing surveillance video of a person using the credit card at Walmart, the police identified and confirmed that a man named Ronald Riley used the victim's credit card. Police then went to Riley's mom's home looking for him. After not finding him, they left. Shortly after, Riley voluntarily came to the police station and gave a statement. From there, Riley told police that at around 7 or 8 a.m. on June 23, 2019, he was at his girlfriend's apartment in Natchez when Sedgwick, Tennessee, knocked on the door. He saw that Tennessee's clothing were wet, and so Riley gave him dry clothes to wear. Tennessee and Riley then drove to a convenience store and smoked pot. Afterwards, Tennessee was on a phone call, and Riley overheard Tennessee tell someone on the phone that a body was located at a place he identified by saying the letter M. The two then rode around Natchez, and Tennessee pulled into a neighborhood on US 61 South and disposed of McRae's personalized license plate, which said Big Daddy. From there, they pulled into a nearby car wash. There, Riley saw fresh blood when Tennessee opened the console for change for the car wash. Riley testified that he had found McRae's wallet in the passenger side door of the Audi. He then took a credit card from the wallet and used it at the Walmart in Natchez. Police later discovered McRae's body, which had been thrown into a deep gully and covered with debris, wood, and trash. The location was nearby an old dog food plant on Bayou Levy Road in Faraday. It was determined that McRae had been shot once behind the head, above the right ear, the bullet exiting his left jaw in an execution-style shooting. Law enforcement was able to connect Tennessee to a man named Jimmy O'Neill Lewis, and when deputies spotted Lewis in Faraday, he fled, but they soon apprehended him. During questioning, Lewis, in an emotional statement, admitted that he and Tennessee were carrying out a robbery plan when he shot McRae. He said they had flagged McRae down as he drove by and asked him for a ride to Clayton. As they drove along, Lewis asked McRae to stop the car, a 2012 black Audi SUV, so that Lewis could urinate. When McRae stopped the car, Lewis, who was sitting in the back passenger seat, pulled out a .40 caliber Glock pistol and demanded McRae's money. McRae, however, began to fight with Tennessee, who was sitting on the passenger side of the front seat. Lewis told McRae twice to stop, and when he didn't, Lewis pointed the gun at the back of McRae's head and pulled the trigger. After the shooting, Lewis and Tennessee disposed of the body. Lewis then left on foot with the murder weapon, which was later recovered. The conviction of both men were made easy since they gave their full confessions, and so, in November 2020, a jury found 49-year-old Jimmy O'Neill Lewis guilty of first-degree murder in the case. Then 42-year-old Cedric Tennessee was found guilty of second-degree murder by a jury on Thursday, December 17, 2020. As well, Riley pled guilty on September 30th, 2020, to accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. According to McRae's mom, one of the suspect's parents reached out to offer condolences.
She expressed to me how, as she was strolling down his Facebook page or some page she was looking on, how he was such an inspiring young man and had a whole lot going on, and how well she just knew he would have achieved great things in life. And she gave me her condolences of how much she knows she couldn't bring him back, but how deeply sorry her family was.
The tragic murder of McRae shocked those who knew him well. He was a person who left a lasting impression on those whom he taught and worked with. In his first year of teaching at Morgantown, Mr. McRae was named the 2018 and 2019 Teacher of the Year. In an online tribute to Mr. McRae, it was said that Mr. McRae's zeal for education, infectious smile, gentle personality, fashion sense, and love for children will be missed by all of us at Natchez Adams School District. Our sincere condolences are offered to his family, friends, and co-workers. What happened to McRae may be a sad lesson to learn that there are some strangers who are not worth helping, unfortunately. That's not to say all strangers can't be trusted, but it is up to the person to decide if not only is it the right thing to do, but if it is also safe to do so. That is all for now on this case. Let me know your thoughts on it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you want. Your support is greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time on Melanin Mysteries.